For me, is the biggest conclusion is that we have people interested, and we have the people that would like to collaborate. And I received great feedback from all different corners of the conference, and I think this is the biggest take-home message, that there is a will, there is a way, of course, and of course the future is actually to bring us together and trying to tackle this problem. And during the conference we tackled the problem of diagnosis, a little bit of the treatment, some parts of the pathogenesis and everything boils down to the complexity and heterogeneity of the disease. A little bit what we discussed. Subtyping is or subgrouping of patients is also important, and it highlights a little bit this last presentation when actually you've seen that the patients they are tackling exactly the disease as a precision medicine approach. So they're trying different things, and I think is exactly the point is share information and knowledge. And that's what we are doing here. So ultimately for Portugal, I think, again, we need to find critical mass to push things forward in the country. And I'm not a medical doctor. I'm a mathematician, but no matter what, I have my opinion on these matters. Everything also boils down to the universities. So I hope that there were a lot of students, future medical doctors that were online that could have an impact on tackling these problems. I don't know if there is something much more to say. I don't want to bother you. It's been a very long conference. And I think we should go home, reflect. This is the first thing that we have to do after this, is actually doing the follow-up of our own, the knowledge that we received here, and see how can we help. But we can do things together, of course. But I think we have to take this to the next level, which means national policy on these matters. And of course, we're going to a little bit be blocked by the lack of medical information about this. And how can you do it? And and Professor Jaime Branco and Professor Vaz Carneiro could be great advocates of these diseases in their schools, and in a way create like a curriculum that could tackle not only these two diseases, but all the complex and chronic diseases that our modern societies are dealing with. And the old paradigm of being reductionist that we had some talks about that, like for example, Carmen Shemet-Mogan and Maureen Anson tackled the problem of immunology, but this is the old paradigm of things, like trying to find some cause on one specific specialty. But I think the future is to actually, when we bring together people from different expertise, and now including myself as a mathematician, that could try to help and let's say foster the knowledge for these fields. So I don't know. That's your thing.
Well, it's time to close this meeting. Let me just recapitulate a couple of things. The idea, when Joan contacted me about a year ago and explained me that she thought it would be a good idea to actually set up a meeting exactly like this, I didn't have any specific interest on the area. I had a patient many years ago that was a young woman, moderate severity. She got well real fast. But I thought it was so interesting that I published the case. And for over the years after that, once in a while somebody will send me a patient with this type of clinical picture. So I kept updating it. And so when she talked to me, I felt that this was really interesting, because then long COVID was there. And then I said, well, yeah, this has to be a paradigm change immediately. So we worked very hard for over this year, and we tried to get here for these 2 days, these fantastic days, a way of increasing awareness in our country, but not only in our country, because we have hundreds of people worldwide listening to this meeting, and then hopefully they will take some lessons home as well, so they can actually get an action in their own environment, in their own countries. So it was really, really a pleasure to set up this. We would really like to thank again our friends that came and all the people that gave us the talks. You are really amazing, and I really appreciate. It's not even you came physically, and these days somebody coming physically is really, really, really unusual. So I'm really, we the organizing committee, me, Jaime, and Joan, we are really, really grateful to you guys for coming here. Of course, we ordered some good weather, so we don't want it to get wet. So we ordered some good weather, and we hope that. And we hope that this is the beginning. It was never designed to be just one-stop thing. We do the meeting, that's it. No, we tried that this would be the beginning of a long growth. And I'm absolutely sure in the next few years, we'll get huge developments in this area. And my only hope is that we can keep our professional and personal relationship with you guys so they can replace them and replicate them here in Portugal. And that is invaluable. And that's what we really worked for all this time. Again, let's see if we can change this area, and also because when you look at the patients, you realize that we have to do this. I mean, we cannot remain the way that used to be when you look at this type of disease. We have to do these kind of things. And of course, actually, this disease is almost a model of patient-centered care. Everybody now is talking about patient-centered care. Okay, so this could be one of the examples, a very happy example of what is patient-centered care. Of course, with your help of the academia, help of the association, whatever. So, without further ado, I would like to publicly thank Joan for giving me the opportunity to get another step into heaven when I die. Very important. I don't know if heaven exists. They told me it exists, but I don't know. So another step, and really, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to work with you. We really think that you're a leader, and this is a meeting organized by you. We just helped. Me and Jaime just helped. Okay, and so we hope that you take the fire, the Olympic fire, further. We'll be here to help you in our capacity. So thank you very much to all of you. Thank you very much for people online, and hope to see you soon.